My sympathies go out to the reapplicants. After a year, maybe more, of studying for a test and expending innumerable hours completing applications and then possibly enduring interviews and waitlists, getting dinged is very hard. But it happens, and while it's disappointing, all is certainly not lost. Hi, I'm Jeremy Shinewald, founder and president of MBA and I have a message of hope for reapplicants. A rejection is not a life sentence. Reapplicants can and do get in. So what do you need to do if you're a reapplicant? I would say there are two types of reapplicants: those who understand that they have an obvious flaw and those who are searching for answers. Let's start with the first type, the applicant with an obvious flaw, maybe a low GMAT or GRE, a rushed application, not enough work experience, a lot of job movement. These are just a few examples. These applicants know that they have to attack that problem area if they're to succeed. So let's take the applicant with a low GMAT. This applicant may need to hunker down and study yet again, or he may need to accept that his score may not increase and then consider the possibility of test optional programs, or possibly take the executive assessment, which can open doors to some top programs. Or this applicant may just need to readjust expectations and look at programs with scores in his or her range. We're not trying to overemphasize the GMAT. Our point here is that there are actually a few paths open for this applicant to reapply as an improved version of him or herself. Many obvious flaws can be fixed with time or effort. What about the applicant without the obvious flaw? The applicant who is truly bewildered by his or her outcome. Well, it does happen that a deserving applicant runs into some bad luck in a very competitive applicant pool. I once asked an admissions officer at a top 7 program how many more applicants she could admit without watering down the quality. She said that she could probably admit another half to full class. So it's possible that programs just made choices and that your rejections were not repudiations, but every applicant has an opportunity to improve. So maybe you could benefit from a quant class or two to shore up your analytical capabilities. Maybe you can deepen your commitment to a community organization, or the extra year might allow you to earn that promotion. Again, the opportunities to grow are too many to identify, but the point is that even if you were competitive and didn't get in, you should not rest on your laurels, but should take advantage of the time to strengthen your candidacy. One very practical step to take is to state your determination. If you have a contact that you've developed at a target program, maybe you have a waitlist manager who's come to know you, or you networked and connected with a member of their admissions team, you should let them know that you're reapplying in the first round. By showing them that you're in some ways not taking no for an answer, you're indicating that you have a high likelihood of accepting an offer from them, and admissions officers care about yield. That said, they're also human beings who appreciate resilience and determination, and they'd be far less likely to say no to an applicant who was previously on the cusp. They don't want to say no a second time. And I do want to emphasize a second practical tip that was just noted in passing: apply in the first round. If you're rejected and reapply in the second round, unless you have an absolutely critical reason to apply in this round, know that you're sending the opposite of the intended message, that you just don't care enough to prioritize your target program. You can do better than that. A final practical step, of course, is to consider your risk tolerance. How would you feel if you were not accepted again? Maybe it's time to diversify your school list and add a safer option. This is, of course, a personal choice, but if you know you want to be in business school no matter what, it can be a pragmatic choice as well. Know that at many top MBA programs, reapplicants make up between 5 to 10% of the class. So if you're knocked down, there's really no reason to stay down. Pick yourself up and reapply with confidence. If you have questions about ways to bolster your candidacy, please sign up for a free consultation. We'll share a half hour of our time giving you candid advice on how you can succeed in your next attempt. And one final note, if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more MBA application tips and admissions advice. Best of luck with your reapplication.